Hey everyone, we have a 2001 Kubota L3710 to LA 681 front loader. I am trying to set this up for snow removal. As you can see, I have a fairly long driveway through some very heavy woods, so we do get a bit of snow here. This is my three attachments. I got a snow plow. This is originally designed for a truck that had the skid steer plate. We'll look at that in a sec. Just a, what is that, 6 foot or 5 foot front end loader and a Titan. These two bits and the Titan pallet forks, which I use to haul the wood around. These two devices work fine, not a big deal. But here's the plow setup. So I have a couple problems with it. It is set up for angled, but I don't have the third function on the tractor yet. That's going to be probably a 2019 project. So this is my setup here. This is what's been really a pain in my ass. This is a Casco unit hitch. It came with the tractor. We bought the tractor 3 years ago, and this is what came with it. So it's a Casco unit hitch. And the problem I'm having with is, I mean, if you look down on it, they're like all tweaked to hell. These plates are pretty thin. I mean, you can actually see this one's actually kind of twisted. And it's the 4-pin design, so I don't know what my plan today is to pull them off the front end loader itself. I have a big press at the shop. I'm thinking about pressing these down, trying to make them flat. What I'm going to do is on the back here, get a better angle here. On the back, just weld steel, like a big bar, maybe like box steel from the back, all, you know, from both sides to stop it from tweaking. Because when I lift up the plow, and sometimes it only hooks up one side, and I'll show why. The plow is so much torque on here, it twists these quite easily, and you can just see like that bottom one is really warped. And then, so that's one thing I'm contending with. The second thing, which I gotta come up with something. I used a 2x4, but it just shattered. So here's the plow plate. So there's two issues here. One, when approaching here with the tractor, sometimes snow gets stuck in here, and it compacts it between, and I can't get the two dogs down, the two latching dogs, because of snow compactor. So I have to raise it back up and brush it all out, and then try to get back. So it's back and forth. So that's a pain in the ass. I almost thought maybe coming out here with like a blowtorch and just heating it all, having all the snow melt. I mean, it might not be a bad idea. But the bigger issue I have is I have to put like a bar or something, because what happens is when I approach the tractor, and this is the most frustrating thing, when I approach with the tractor and try to hook it up, this is what happens. It flops down. So it's like, so now I have to try to angle it. It scoops up the snow. I had the tractor, like the bucket way down trying to pick this up, and it's a freaking disaster. So I have to get like a bar or something. I put the 2x4 in between. The whole thing just shattered everywhere. I mean, there's got to be a decent amount of pressure in there. So I don't know, like a pipe or something, like Sked 40 or something, just to put in there just to stop that from flopping. But my project for today is to pull this unit off. I really can't get down there today, but flatten these two bars out, and then on the back, I don't know what Tractor Supply has. I know they have steel. I don't know if they have what I'm looking for. And on the back here, just weld up from one far end to the other far end. Like, you know, just some box steel or something, just to keep those two bars from flexing. It's bad. You can see it when I lift this thing up. This whole unit is just, it's so wobbly. It's not, I mean, looks like they just butt welded it here. I mean, it's not, you know, it's not sturdy at all. I imagine these plates will be just fine. It's this portion here. It's this portion here. I mean, these plates are fine. How they're in there. I did have a little problem here, but I had that fixed. But yeah, it's these two bars. They flex so terribly. So that's where I am today. I'll pull this off. I don't know how heavy it is. I might be able to get lifted up into my truck. But that's where I am. All right. Thanks for watching.